So I've hunted buffalo in the past and I love it. And some people say, well, that's not much of a hunt. Well, I think just like any hunting, I think it's what you make of it.
Look at that big old buffalo. Look at his horns. Buck, look at that.
I know.
He's huge. This is a
that's big
gigundous buffalo.
And so I want to make it a hunt. Everything I go for, I want to make it a hunt, something that I'm satisfied with.
Look at the blood come out. Look at the blood come out. Look at the size of this animal. He is absolutely gigantic.
And so I want to make it a challenge, and it's for that reason that I brought the air rifle. All right, this is Dragon Claw. It's a big bore air rifle, and I have killed Cape buffalo with it, barrel hogs, and white-tailed deer, and you name it. We got the target down there at 50 yards now. Brock is back here, and I'm gonna send one at 50. Whew, baby. What do you think about that?
1 inch right, dead middle. Let's go.
I mean, let's go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So my guide on this trip is Brock. Okay, Brock's been working out here quite some time, but he's never guided me.
My name's Brock Wright. I'm a guide here at G2 Ranch, and I'm excited. This week we've got Keith Warren coming in. He's looking to do something a little different, as Keith Warren usually does.
What's going on, Keith?
All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gas it up. We've shot 2 times, okay? But you'll see the gauge is down a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and gas it up
Better safe than sorry.
right now. So,
Start with a full mag.
yep, gonna start it full. We're gonna go ahead and power this up. This is just a little compressor. And I carry this all over the world, literally. I mean, I go after with it and all over the place because everybody's got a car. Now we're just gonna bleed it. I'll get my hand under there.
Okay. That's really cool.
That is
That's super simple.
super simple
Connect it to the battery, connect it to the rifle, and push the on button.
and super deadly.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk about broadhead selection. This is the Thorn Crown right here. It's a 100-grain broadhead. It comes with this little pin right here that you're going to insert it right here at the tip to tighten it up because you're going to need that. These blades are unbelievable sharp, but the reason that I want to use a small broadhead is because it's a big animal and it's got a lot of hair on it. And that bigger broadhead is going to catch, and there's going to be more resistance with that hair. But this small head right here will penetrate deep and hopefully out the other side. That way we've got a blood trail out both sides of the animal. So there's something special on this hunt. Anybody who's watched us for any length of time knows that I have a great relationship with the folks up at the Legends Ranch in Michigan. And they have the Wildlife Center. The Wildlife Center is a gigantic museum that is built for one purpose. It's to help protect the future of hunting. It's for conservation, and it's an educational center for people to understand the importance of hunting and how hunters play an important role in the future of animals. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because Robert over at the Wildlife Center at Legends Ranch, he's putting on a big game dinner, okay, wild game dinner. And he asked me, he says, would you provide the buffalo if you get one for the wild game dinner? I said, you better believe I will. So that's where the meat will go if I get one. All right, I got Brock in here with me. We wound up with just actually checked 0 on the Dragon Claw, and it is dead on. This water hole is only 32 yards to the other side of the water hole.
The problem with hunting buffalo is they don't have a pattern. They're not like whitetail where they come to the same feeder every night and you can kind of get a pattern. They're plains game, so they move constantly. You'll see them over here at one end of the ranch, then the next morning they may be at the other end of the ranch. And so it may take us a little while to get on them. But hunting water is probably going to be a pretty solid bet tonight. Let's hope we can get it done. If not, there's tomorrow.
And so the plan is we're going to stay put here till dark unless we get interrupted by buffalo. The very first setup, we sit in the blind. It's like, okay, it's a crapshoot. And we're sitting there and all of a sudden the buffalo are in there. There's a lot of them. And they're certainly within range. But there's a problem, big problem, especially shooting an air rifle. The problem is nothing's giving me a shot, a good ethical shot anyway. So as far as animals that you are liable to see when you're the G2, as far as exotic animals go, there's no place like this. Of course, we're hunting for buffalo, but you're gonna see all the different species of sheep and axis deer. They got just an unbelievable population of axis deer. Of course, you can see fallow deer, and you name it, you're gonna see it here. The buffalo were nearby, but they weren't close enough for an air rifle. They were close enough for a 300 Win Mag, but not an air rifle. It was close, I mean, real close. I thought, one would just, but it didn't work out. Well, it didn't work out tonight. That's the way it goes. But tomorrow we'll change our strategy. So, we're gonna hop out of the blind, and we're gonna take the game to them. We're gonna spot and stalk. So spot and stalk on buffalo, we got some issues. Okay, we want to cover that. First off, you got lots of eyes, ears, and noses to try to bust you, and they will. Okay, they don't have the greatest vision or hearing or nose, but they've got pretty decent all the above. With moving through the brush, even though it's really thick brush, we got to be careful. We got to move slow. We got to move with the wind in our favor, and we got to hope that one of those many noses doesn't catch us. All right, so the buffalo wound up taking off this direction. What we're doing, we're walking up through this brush, through this sendero, and trying to get up ahead of them. We think we know where they're going anyway, so
That direction.
we're gonna give her a whirl. What the hell, look at that hothead over there. That is weird.
Making himself a waller.
You don't see that every day. He is laying on the ground, wallering. Hopefully we're in front of where the buffalo are gonna be. There's probably 500 and 600 yards of brush they gotta go through if they're gonna come this way. So hopefully they will.
I said nilgai cow.
No, has no idea that we're here. There's so many different species of exotics here. There's no telling what's liable to walk out of the woods. I mean, axis deer. I mean, just you name it, they got it. We got some buffalo that are feeding up here, up this hill right here. I'm just hoping. We're trying to evaluate, see if there's a bull in there. How far is it? Straight out front.
48 yards, 48 yards.
Do you see the one stop, the bull?
Murr.
Look at the bull in the back.
Bull in the back.
You said he's 48.
They all crossed right at 48
Did you
yards.
say 48?
48 yards. Just shy of 50.
Come on, stop, buddy.
5-2, 5-2.
We can't do it. They're not stopping. Well, that's close. I'm not going to take a shot unless it's absolutely perfect. I don't care if you're shooting an air rifle or a centerfire rifle. That wasn't perfect. And there's no stopping them. They just trucking on. There's so many more buffalo out here. We can just bump around and see what we can run into. I can't believe, oh, it's gotten.
I gotta get up and get some water here in a little bit.
How far is the water?
It's a couple hundred yards back to our left. Just be patient. With any luck, I'll get up and go for a walk.
Don't worry about it. I know what a bull looks like. If they come through here, I'll be good. I'm not going to take a shot unless it's absolutely perfect.
Yes, sir.
We've got a group of buffalo feeding this direction. We're just going to stay put. We're in the shade and we're not going to move. Hopefully they won't see us and work this way. All right. I just got to get him to stop now. Okay. When he stops,
Hey, send it.
here goes. Look at that. Look at him kick. Oh, look at the whole herd of them running.
We got him running past him.
That is cool.
Let's hope they don't tear him up when they run by.
That could not
too.
have worked out better. Thank you, man.
Little luck
Thank
goes a
you.
long way, man.
I'm talking about he didn't go far at all and just boop, right on the
Yep.
side, right in that
Right
brush.
there. Right there, the brush.
I wound up got a clean pass through. Look at that.
I can't believe he got passed through on that
I
sucker.
mean, the size of these buffalo absolutely amazed me. This is, I don't know how much he weighs. We'll wind up putting him on scale and find out here in a little while. But this is just amazing when you take a look at these guys and realize that there were tens of thousands of them out across the western United States. And the Indians, think about what would the Indians do? I mean, it's like they had a whole tribe to help them. I mean, we call the tribe the G2 tribe over here to help us get him like
Indeed.
this. Anyway, we got it all done, but just look at him. I mean, the horns on him, he's got cool horns, and the hair on him is amazing. And I think that buffalo are just an unbelievable success story for conservation. Think about that.
They are. Almost extinct, and now being able to hunt them is really cool.
Yeah, and I mean, it's because of landowners like the folks here at the G2 Ranch that winds up, they dedicate part of their land to the buffalo. And hunting is all part of it. And so I think it's just conservation. The hunter's role for the future of wildlife is so important. It's for that reason that I encourage everybody to check out SCI. I mean, because
SCI.
that's what SCI stands for hunters and for the future of wildlife and conservation. But this right here, this buffalo is going to feed hundreds of people. Literally, he's going to feed hundreds of people and make hundreds and hundreds of meals. Think
Hundreds
about
of meals.
that.
Oh, the hell of a
I
hunt.
mean, we had a great time, and the Dragon Claw does it again.
Yes, sir. No problem with that.
And people want to know when I tell them that I shoot a little bitty broadhead on an animal like this, they go, how come? Because I got a clean pass through. But you know, the crown made by Thorn is small, it's wicked. It's been a challenge, it's been fun. And of course, the hospitality at G2 Ranch is second to none. So look them up. We got a direct link off our website over to the G2 Ranch website. Just get a hold of Don and Sandy and they'll be happy to help you out. If you're watching online, you know what to do. Punch that subscribe button right now. Well, let us hear from you. If you're not watching online, head on over there and check us out on YouTube. All right, we need to call the G2 guys here and say, help!
Find out who your friends
down
are.
a monster!
You find out who your friends are when it's time to hunt buffalo.
Yeah, where'd everybody go? He's down, he didn't go far at all, and now the work begins. I mean, seriously, it's nothing but work, okay? We thought it was tough to kill the buffalo. Afterwards is really when the work begins. And so what happened is Stephen and everybody over at the G2, they call headquarters and they send in the troops. So I don't know how many guys added up, but it's probably a dozen people doing this. So this is a big animal. I mean, a really big animal. It's something that I don't even know how one guy could do it. It'd be tough, but when you got a crew like they have out here, it makes it awful doggone easy.
Hey Keith, when we go back, whatever you prefer, but do you want to take this lower road here, or do you want to take the high road?
I always take the high road, big boy. I always take the high road. What are you talking about?